All right. Good evening, everyone. Hope all of you are doing good. Okay, so let's start the session. So, let me present my screen. So, where did we stop at last class, guys? Hmm? So, I hope is my screen visible clearly? So, it was session 8, right? So, good evening for each and everyone who is present here. All right. So, where did we stop? So we were building a website. Which website? The ISRO website. Correct? So let me host our output, what we have got until now. So let me come here. It was session on web tech, and in that it was session 8. Is my voice audible or not, guys? Can you please confirm it? Okay, this thing, a carousel, we have created in a separate div, that is in a separate file. Why? Because now we cannot use a bootstrap on our code because we started off with not using a bootstrap. We started off without using a bootstrap. Now in the middle of the code we cannot introduce it like that. Why? Because all the other elements will be affected. That's why. Okay, so in that case we learned how to create this carousel. Okay, but we are not putting this carousel in our original web page. Okay, but we have just uh, we have placed that section, one section we have placed. Okay, and then so let me go to the Google, open the original website. It was isro.gov.in, and this is the case. Okay, so we have completed with 1, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, 4 correct sections we have completed. Fine. Okay, so now we need to continue from here. That is our video. Okay, so we need to place the video, and then we need to include this. See, we need to include this section, and we need to include this carousel again. Okay, we already know how to create a carousel using a bootstrap, which code to copy, which code to paste, where we have to import. Everything we have already done yesterday. Now we will implement it again. Fine. Okay, so next what I will do is come here, go to your Visual Studio. So first let us host our page. Was it session 7 then? Yes, it was session 7, not session 8. Okay, so this is the original website which looks like this, and we have created until this stage. Okay, now we have to continue by adding a video. So we need to add this big video right after the right after the fourth div section here. All right. Okay. So how can we create a video? Which tag is that? You know that video. In order to create a video, we have a video tag itself. Okay. So I will take that video tag inside one div tag. Until now, for all the things, we have started with opening the div tag itself. Okay, So if you want to add some element, first we will create a div. Inside that we will apply the elements. Again, if you want to have another section, same thing. Okay, create a div, put the elements into that section. All right. Okay, until here we have completed. Next. Okay, so what is this? I think I have copy pasted a carousel, which right now I don't want it. Okay, so p hover. So should we include this? All right. So did we do any change? So even though our bootstrap is there, okay. So our code is looking. Okay, I need to go to session 7. All right, here is our original code. Okay, at last we have created this div, and in the paragraph we have written the flash news, and only one notification we have created. Okay, only one notification we have created. Okay, after that, now here we need to create a video. Okay, so where after this div section, now we need to create a video. How? So come here, open a div first. Okay, and inside that video tag this. Done. Okay, so now we can include a video by giving a source. Include a source. Right. So what's next? For the source, I need to give a name for the video. I need to give a name for the video. So what is my name? I think we have downloaded that Chandrayaan video, that is CH3 lander descent. Okay, so I will give this same thing, CH3 lander descent rover, this name. Okay, so only mentioning the video name is not sufficient. So I need to give controls. I need to give controls because it should import all the controls: play button, push button, forward, backward, all the things it should import. Okay, so in order to import that, we need a control button. Fine. Okay, so I will come here. So now refresh. All right, so I have a big video. Okay, so if I playing like this, how the video will be playing this. Okay, in the same way, our video will be playing. See? Okay, so then what we need to do is, and if you observe here, see here, if I just go to the website only, the video will be playing. Here, I need to come and make the video play. This is not the same thing, right, guys? Okay, so what we need to do is we need to make this video autoplay. That is, whenever I refresh the page, whenever I come to this particular page, automatically the video should be started, the video should be going on. Okay, so for that, what we have to do is we need to make use of another property or another attribute, that is directly you can mention as autoplay. Directly you can mention as autoplay. Fine, guys. Okay, so I will say autoplay, save. Okay, then come here. See, if I go to my document, if I hit refresh, automatically the video should be playing, but why it is not playing right now? I think yes, I have saved the file. Okay, save. This also save. All right. So for this autoplay I have given, but it is not getting automatically played. Okay, save. So if I refresh it again, autoplay is not working. All right. So let me say loop. I will give loop also. Save. Come here. Refresh the page. Okay. Automatically it's not playing. So you give autoplay attribute, guys, and tell me, is your video automatically playing when you just refresh the page? So can you tell me? So give auto in your code. Okay, give autoplay in your code, and tell me if it is working in the way which we wanted. So should I give true? Not necessary. So any value also not necessary. This autoplay should work. Because automatically, no, it is not working automatically. All right. So let me refresh again. It's not working. All right. So autoplay. So what are the things? I will look into it once and I will tell later. Okay. So apart from that, can you adjust the height and width for the video? Hmm? So can you adjust the height and width of the video according to the so according to the original website. So let's see. Okay, so this is a video. So how much do you think the height is for this video? How much do you think, guys? What will be the height of this video? So it is taking up a full height of one screen. So let's say, or defaultly does our video player have that height? Yes, automatically our video is having that height. No need to give any height and width automatically or explicitly. Getting everyone? So please do check out. Oh, sorry for the interruption. All right. So anybody did? So nobody's. for no it's working for nobody, huh? So I will come back. I will say autoplay is equal to, let me say, true once, and let's see. So I will come here, refresh. No, it is not working. Autoplay is not working in our program. Okay, need not to worry. Okay, let it be there for now. Okay, so fine. Okay, next, what should we do? I need to I need to have a next panel after this video. Okay, see here. I need a big div section. After this video, we need a big div section where two sections will be parallelly placed. Okay, you need to place two sections parallelly. One is latest news, one is highlights, right? So in order to create this latest news, okay, so this, you can, the text can be, the text can be what, created using a heading. Okay, the text can be created using a heading, and this highlights also can be created the heading. But what is the real catch is how to create this. How can we create this section, guys? So suggest me a correct, this one, a tag for that, and suggest me a tag for this section also. Hmm? So inside that, all the options should be having this also. What is the tag in order to avail this functionality? So tell me. So I think this we have discussed. We are familiar with this section, how to create this section. So what to do next? Which tag we need to start with? So is it a normal div, or is it a image, or which tag I have to open? Which tag I need to open, guys? Hmm? Why there is no reply in the chat box? We are familiar with this section, how to create this one. So how to create this scroll bar? Okay, this yesterday we have seen. Okay, we can put the image and we can put this option, that is a bootstrap carousel. But what about this? Hmm? What it should be? So I will come here. So this section, this is a separate output, correct? So you cannot have a simple scroll bar. Okay, you cannot have a simple scroll bar directly in the output. Okay, so this, all the things is the output of one code, and this output is from the other file. Okay, so directly you cannot avail this scroll bar inside any output. So in that case, if you want to project any other output, so yes, correct, very good. We have to use iframe itself. Okay, yes, correct. Okay, so that is, so just before we have done YouTube, right? That is all the videos we have put inside the iframe, or we know how to use the iframe. That is, the output from a different file should be displayed in the current file using a iframe. Okay, first what I will do, first I will create the layout. Okay, I will create a iframe layout and this layout. Okay, then we will put the code here, or then we will put the output in this section. Okay, so first we will create the layouts, then we will put the elements inside it. Okay, all right, so I will come here. What I will say is, so div. Okay, after this div, again open one div section. Okay, so open one div section. So what should be the height? So let the height be this. Okay, suppose let it be, I will set the height here itself. So style height, so let the height be 300 pixels. Not enough, let the height be 500 pixels. Width, anyway it will stretch all the way into the screen. Okay, that we already know. And then, so another thing, what we need to do, I need to apply a background color. So I think it is a light purple. Okay, so where can we find that light purple, guys? Is this color or this color? Which is a color? Can anybody look it up and tell me which color is this? Is this a gray or light blue or anything? Closer value is fine. Okay, so let me go to this, or I will go to the lighter one. Okay, so I will save. Let's see the output. Come here, refresh. Okay, so is it matching with this? Almost matching with that. Okay, but the height is too much. Let me cut down to 300 pixels and save. Okay, refresh. Fine. So is it fine? So we need this height. All right. Okay, I think 250 is enough. So let me try to finalize for 260. Save. If I refresh, all right. So if you compare it, okay, slightly it is bigger. So let me go for 235. Save. Okay, I think this is sufficient. What do you say, guys? Shall we lock it or should we increase it? Huh? 145, let me tell it as. Okay, color should be somewhat darker. Okay. Yeah, but I'm not getting a correct value right now. It is lightish purple. It is nearer to that, but exactly I couldn't find. Okay, so in this only, if I go here and in this section, okay, let me try this. Okay, I think previous was only better. Yeah, it is. I think it it tends to near a violet, I think. Okay, so I think light color in this. Let me try once. Okay, I think this will work. Let's see. Good evening, everyone. Very good evening. Okay, nope. Still far away from the original color. Okay, so I will go ahead and put a light blue only. Okay, so somewhat pinkish, or I'm getting confused actually. What exactly is that? Okay, so for now, let me go with the light color. All right. Okay, so refresh. Okay, all right. Okay, so let me go back, save. All right. Finally, let's lock this color for now. Okay, then that's not that much important. Okay, so I will create this heading. Okay, so okay, see here. So first we need to create this heading. How can we make this side by side? Apart from the margin property, apart from the margin property, how can we make it as the positioning? Okay, I'm talking about the positioning, that is this one and this one. Okay, how can we make it side by side? How can we make it look like side by side? So for that, we have a separate tag called table tag. Okay, we have a separate tag called table tag, that is this is one column and this will be considered as one column. Okay, so what we need to do is we need to create one row. We need to create one row. In one row, this will be one column and this will be one column, that's all. Okay, instead of doing margin padding and all, this is easy. Okay, so how to create a table, how to put it inside the table? Okay, very easy. Come here, we are working on this div. Okay, so inside this div, right, inside this div, so open a tag called, table tag. Okay, so table tag in one row. Okay, so in one row I need to give td. Okay, so how many row we want? This and this, correct? We need this row and this row. Fine. So then what I will do is, in this td I have created a single row using a tr tag. All right, so in first td it should be iframe. Okay, so okay, so in first it should be iframe, because td is considered as a first column. Okay, so iframe. Okay, and in the same row we need to open another td. Okay, in that td I will open another div section in order to put a image. Okay, inside that image will come. Fine. So in one row, okay, this will be a one column and this will be treated as a one column. See here, that's what we have. In a single row, this section is one column and this section is another column. Okay, now come back. What we will be having in this section? This section has heading latest news, right? So come back inside the td, inside the first td, open h1 tag. I will say latest news and save. Okay, and in next TD, I need another H1. It's highlights, copy and paste, save. Okay, so this will be the latest news, and this is highlights. Okay, and then so let's see the output. Come here, refresh. All right. Okay, so what we have here, so in one TD, okay, we have height. Okay, so right now it is not aligned. Okay, we will see how to align it. Okay, so what will be the width of the iframe, guys? What will be the width of our iframe? Suppose let's say width will be 500 pixels and height will be around 200 pixels. Okay, so is it enough? Let us see here. Oh, not enough. So I will just give 180 pixels. Come inside iframe, style. Okay, so I will say iframe, style. Okay, and for this style, I can tell us what I can tell. I will put height must be 190 pixels and width must be, okay, width must be 500 pixels and save. Refresh. All right. Okay, so again let me tell us, I will increase the width into 600 pixels. So I will refresh. Yes. Okay, so height, it is going out of the div box, so I will decrease it. Okay, I think height is fine. What the height we have is fine. Actually, we need to increase the height of our div box here. So I will come back and I will tell has what I can tell here, from 245 to I will tell it as 345. Let's see, will it get adjusted or not? Refresh. Yes, it is getting adjusted. Okay, so little bit space is there. Yes, it is there. And afterward, little bit space is there for iframe. Yes, we have that also. So slightly I will decrease. Instead of 345, I will put 320 px. Okay, so for which, for this container which have both the iframe and the images. Okay, so at last let me decrease 10 pixels. 310 will be finalized. 310 will be final. Fine, guys. Okay, all right. Next, what I will do is I will come back, and here one heading we have given. Now let me set the height and width for this div also. So style, height of the div must be, so it was 310 pixels. Sorry, it was 190 pixels. Which height? This iframe's height. And this case, so let me give 160 pixels. Save. Okay, so come here, refresh. Okay, now see here, latest news and height are coming in one level. Correct? Okay, so what I will do is, so width, I will set it as, how much should the width be? 600 pixels, what's previous? I will say 400 pixels. Is it enough? Okay, I will also put one border for the reference. Okay, just one border for the reference. So solid, save. Okay, again refresh. Done. So what do we have? So let's see. Okay, so 400 is not sufficient. I think I have to go with 600 itself. Okay, come back to the width, change it to 600 pixels. From here, refresh. Yes, now it is okay-ish. Okay, 600 pixels is too much. Reduce it to 540, 530. Come to the output, refresh. Okay, this is enough. And what we need to do is, we need to have one gap here, right? So we need to have one gap. So how can we create that gap? Simple. So come here. What I need to do is, here for this TD. So I think we need some gap, or we need some space at the left side of this iframe, right? We need some space at the left side of the iframe. So come to that iframe. Before giving a space, let me decrease its width, 550. Save. Okay, so I will refresh. Okay, so now what we can do is, for this TD, this iframe is in this TD, right? So for that TD, I will say style. Okay, and padding left must be 50 pixels, because this H1 and iframe is inside this TD. That's why. Okay, so after saving, refresh once. Yes, it moved. So even the heading mode, right? Latest news and the iframe both are in a same alignment line. Okay, you need to observe this also. And after that, it moved for 50 pixels into the right. That means, so let's say I just need 40 pixels, not 50 pixels. So refresh. Okay, this is enough. Don't you think, guys? This was it. Okay, next we need to have some gap in between the iframe. Okay, we need to have one gap between the iframe and this image. Okay, we need to have a gap between the iframe and the image. So go here. So what I will do is, I will come back. So image. Okay, so we have this TD also. Come here, style, padding left, same thing. Give 40 pixels and see. Give 40 pixels and see. Okay, so come here, refresh now. Yes, we are able to move the image. So simple, right? So we don't have to get this div, move it forcefully right side, and move it forcefully to the top side using a negative value. Okay, here also slightly we are giving, but not that much. Directly, if you use table like this, okay, directly if you use table like this, it is getting aligned by itself. Fine, guys. So following until here, so everyone, okay. So if you want to create a table, first thing is table tag, then tr, that is if you want to create a row, that is tr. In first row you have two column, that is td is first column and the next td is another column. Fine. Okay, so come back, refresh. This is our thing. So what is the next adjustment we need to do? I need to move this div slightly upper. Okay, already it has been what bought here. Already we have bought this here. We need to put slightly, I need to move this slightly into the upper position. So what I will do is, okay, so or else what I will do, I will move this slightly downwards, or let me see what I can do. So come here. Okay, so padding top for this TD, padding top for that TD, I will give 0 pixels. Let's say that is at the top side of the content there should be 0 pixels. Refresh, not going to happen. Let me try out with a negative value. -20 will be correct, I think. So refresh again. Okay, it's not working. Okay, so let's see, -40. Come back. So refresh. It's not working. Fine. So instead of margin top, so padding top, will it work? Instead of padding top, will margin top will work or not? Let's see. So it should be -20 pixels. Save. Okay, save. Come here. Refresh. Okay, it is moving or not moving, guys? It is not moving. Okay, so if I increase a value for the margin top, again refresh, no, it is not moving just because it is inside the heading. Okay, so let me put the margin top inside the div. Okay, where I have a image, paste, save. So refresh. Yes, it is moving. Okay, so I don't want that much. Let me decrease it by 48. Save. Refresh. 48 is bit. I will increase it by 44. Refresh again. All right, and again 41. So finally I think we can lock at 39 pixels finally. So if I refresh, yes, 39 will be fine. Okay, so if we want just to confirm, I will give it as 38. So is it in the level now? Is this iframe and this line is level? Okay, so same thing, I will give margin top for the heading also, because we need to move both the image and the heading. So in the, okay, let's see, refresh. Okay, it is taking our box also, guys. Okay, so in that case let me remove this margin top from the div section and only let the highlight will be having. Okay. Okay, so no worries, decrease it to 31 pixels, refresh. So coming slightly down, make it 26, save, refresh. Okay, almost there, I guess. So let me give it as 21 or 19. Finally, refresh. Coming. Just don't let go now. I will tell it as 16. Refresh. Okay, yes, now it is in 11. Okay, so for your satisfaction, you can make 2 pixels less and put it. Refresh. Yes. Okay, so don't you think now the iframe and the image section, both of them are in one level? See, this thing and this one. We need to create it now, but now both the section are in the same level. Fine, guys. Everyone getting? Okay. All right. So, what should be the next one? So, what I will do is come here, minimize it. Now we will work on this section. What should we put inside the iframe? Okay, one thing we will do for this, it is easy. Just one image I need to put. So let me copy this. Save image has inside the desktop, inside the session on web page. Okay, some I will just name it as Modi. Okay, and I will save. Okay, so let it be there. Okay, afterwards we will include it inside this div section. Fine, everyone. Okay, so what's next? So see here, this is a iframe section, correct? So here I need to have these things. That is, this thing should be imported from another file. That's how iframe work, right? That is how the iframes will work. That is, these things should be put into the other sections. Okay, that is, this inner input must be should be coming from a should be coming from a another output. Okay, directly we cannot import anything inside the iframe. Okay, so that means, so inside the iframe tag, if I put any paragraph, see here, in, inside iframe tag, if I put any paragraph like this, okay, inside iframe tag, if I put any paragraph like this, see, will it reflect? No. Okay, so nothing will be reflecting inside the iframe. That means in the current web page you cannot write the code in order to get the output inside the iframe. That is the conclusion. Okay, that means in the current page, this is the current page which we are working on. Okay, so the output cannot be put inside the iframe from the current existential page. So for that, what I will do is come to session.8. We have a carousel. Session 9 also we have something. Okay, we have form section. Okay, now create one new file, guys. Session 10 dot html, enter. Okay, so html file, create a new file quickly, create a new file quickly. Done. Okay, now what we need to put inside the iframe, that we will write it in this file. Okay, we will write the code for it inside this file. Okay, we will write the code for it inside this file, and then we will directly import it into that another file's iframe. Okay, so we have a iframe where in another file. So in the session 7 dot, here I have a iframe, correct? So where iframe is reflecting in our output here. In order to put the output here, we need to write the code in a different file. That file is session.html. Okay, so now look carefully, guys. So what should we have to write? That is, we need to create this section in this page, this section. Okay, so I cannot copy this hot test for Gaganyaan. Okay, so let me copy this then. Okay, let me copy this, copy, and which tag I will use right now. Okay, I will use one tag called details tag. I will use one tag called detail tag. Put that text. Put that text. Okay, save. And if you look at the output, go to the folder and host it. See here, it will look like this. That is, if I if I click on the details, then only it will show. All right. So I will come here. What I will tell it as, here I will put a value, not value attribute. Okay. So like that only, create all the details you need. So all these things should be created. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So here there is n number of details. Okay. Instead of that, what you do is, or else. Okay. Instead of details, what you can do, come back. Okay. So delete this. We can use a drop down method also, that is select tag. That is select tag. Okay, so then after selecting this tag, what you need to do is, I will say option. Okay, in that option, this will be the thing. Save. Okay, so this will be the option itself. Okay, so what I will say is, I will put some styling. Background color should be blue, I guess. So go to this output. So this one, okay, I think this is a mixed color. Okay, we will also put a similar color, and that will be, I think, this one. Okay, so around this shade it will be, so it will be a bit darker. Okay, so select any color. So refresh. Okay, and then I will say color of the text must be white. Save. Color of the text must be white. So if I refresh this section, it will look like this. See, if I click, it is showing. So for option, let me have a different color. Good evening, everyone. So continue. Okay, start from a starting. You will follow the page. Okay, so I will say background color should be white or ice blue, a light blue. Okay, so let me go and say white itself. Okay, and color should be blue. So refresh. Okay, so for the option, it is not getting applied as we have yesterday tried. Okay, so separately it will not get applied. No worries. Okay, so we will set the height. Let the height be 60 pixels. Width we don't want. Okay, width we will set afterwards. Height, let's set the height. So refresh. Okay, so is it looking like this? Not yet. Okay, so color is fine. Okay, but we will increase this. What is this? Uh, Font size of a paragraph. Okay, so font size, what I will say, normally we were going with 18 pixels, I think. So if I go here, refresh, right. Okay, so what is the width of a div here? So I will go back to the section 7. And what is the width of the iframe? Width of the iframe is 550 pixels. Same width I need to give for this also. Okay, so this section, this is select also, I need to give a same width because it should get fitted inside the iframe. So I will say 550 pixels. Let's see how does it look. So refresh. Okay. So what it will tell, trust, after trust, the remaining text should come below. Are you guys seeing this? So CE20E engine. Okay. So after this 22T trust, the qualification word must come below. So no worries. Come here. Click on the trust BR and save. So if you go to the output, refresh, why BR is not getting applied? Okay, it is inside the option now. Let's see. So refresh, for option it is not getting matched. Okay, so let me go for another approach. So I will have one paragraph. So until here, one paragraph I will take. Okay, and from here, one paragraph I will take. Save. If I refresh it, no change. So why it is showing no change? Let me refresh or rehost the page. Session 10. All right. Okay, so that means in options, in option tag, everything will look in a single line. Okay, so go to the code. What happens if I just take out the option tag itself directly? I will put it inside a select tag. Is that possible? So refresh, not possible. Okay, so always we need a option tag. So remove all the paragraph, only option tag we want. Okay, so if we increase the font size, won't work. Decrease it, 16 pixels. Refresh it now. It looks like this. Okay, increase it by 1 pixels. Let's see. 17 and save. So if I come here, refresh. Okay, qualification. Okay, I will just take out any one word. Trust. I will make it as trust. All right, so it is visible now. Okay, so I will come here, go to next one. All right, so what's next one, guys? That is this text. So I will copy this text and same thing. Okay, so first let me copy paste this, or okay, it should be inside the option tag. Okay, it should be inside the option tag. Okay, and I will copy paste that sentence. Okay, I think I don't want this style inside because it won't be effective. Save. Okay, okay, so no, actually this should be a separate selected tag. A separate selected tag. Okay, and a separate option, and separately all the style you need to give it for this also. Save. If I refresh, it looks like this. Okay, so in order to put it in the next line, we have a break tag. Saved, everyone following? Okay, so next, again another break tag. Okay, so copy the whole select tag. So just look at it once. Okay, it will look like this. Okay, so same thing, select a tag. Okay, so copy paste the style. The whole style must be given to this new select tag also, and inside the option tag we need to change the content. What is the content we need to give? Go to the original website. Okay, so press here. Okay, copy this and paste it in your code. Where? Inside the option tag. Okay, so come here, refresh. Okay, so like that only. How much we want in if you look at that? Okay, so I think 3 is enough. Okay, so we will create just 6. Okay, 6, just to make sure to make it good looking. So I will copy this only. We have created a 6 and paste it here. Save and see the output, guys. We have a 6 select tag. I refresh. Okay, so I think I have missed the break tag somewhere. So where is it? BR. Okay, and here BR tag is not being given. Just give it. Okay, so save, refresh. Yes. Now we have one after the other. Okay, one after the other we have done. Okay, now what we need to do is we need to place this. Okay, if possible, do one thing, copy this also, two times copy paste it. Okay, so two times copy paste it, control C and control V, save. If I refresh, yes, this will be the case. Fine. Now what we need to do is we need to have this inside this section, guys. Okay, so we need to have this output inside this frame. That's why we have created that frame. That's why we have been working with a new output here. That is, we cannot create a two outputs in a current page. So for this, it is the iframe, and for this, and for this, what we can say, it is just a this selected tags. Okay, so come back. All right, so come back. So come to session this. So session 7. How to import it, guys? Tell me how to import it. So now I have a required output and required frame. How to connect those two? Using which property? Using which attribute? Hmm? So if you look at the output, so where is the iframe which we have created? It is here after telling the style. Okay, after giving this style, what we need to do is come here, give src, that is source, that is which output should come inside this iframe, that you need to specify which output the iframe should give, that you need to specify, guys. Okay, so I will save. So come here now. So what is the name of this file which we have created? It is session 10. In session 10, we have a select tags. Okay, in the file name session 10, we have a select tags. Okay, so this file, the output of this file should be reflected in this iframe. So for that, what I will do is I will come here, session 7 I will go. So in src I will mention put the output of the session 10 file and save. Okay, so put the output of session 10 file. Okay, where in this iframe, inside this iframe, put the output of session 10.html. Save it, and if I refresh, yes. So can you see the output here? Now we are able to see this inside this iframe, how it was working here. Okay, but slightly different color. Okay, so same thing. Okay, that is from a different file we have it, we have the output. Okay, so I think we have given 550, is it? All right, so okay, so just this is not uh, suggestible. Just for this case, let me go with the wrong method. So I will say color of the text should be red. Okay, just check will it reflect or not. So refresh. No, okay. So just what you can do is here. Okay, so remove all the width which you have given inside the select tag. So I think 8 times we have copy pasted it. So go and remove all the width from the header section we will give, that is internal CSS. Okay, so internal CSS and save. Okay, so we have one error. Where is the error? So size something extra. Did I option tag? Here is the option tag, break style, background color, hide any mistake. You can, okay, here I have not closed the tag, a bracket actually. That's why it is showing the red line. So still showing that line itself. Hide 60 pixels. Why is it option? So what was it? Let me give it as, all right. So in 23rd line, I have deleted that. Okay, so 20line I am applying it. Why it is not getting? Okay, I will go back. Okay, until here everything was fine. Delete. Okay, so here. Okay, okay, I got it. I need to give that double quote also. That's all. Save. Okay, so deleted all the width for the iframes. So I will come here, style for all the selected tag. I will give width is equal to 540 pixels. Let's see now. So when it went there, width is equal to 540 pixels. Save, come here, refresh. Okay, so still I have that scroll bar. So let me reduce it to 530 pixels. So come here, refresh. Okay, still little bit. 520. Let's finalize. Think this will work. Yes. Now I don't have that horizontal scroll bar. Only I have a vertical scroll bar. Until now it was showing one scroll bar here also. Okay. So see here, it was it was looking like this. Okay, but previously there was a horizontal scroll bar. So for in order to delete it, in order to discard it from our code, I decrease the width of the selected tag. That's all. Okay, save it. Now so come here, and what you need to do is, let's say all right, so this is one thing. Okay, next, in this highlight section we need to work out. Okay, so go to iframe. You can do one thing, go to your previous file where you have created the iframe. Okay, so here In style, give border is equal to none. Give. Okay. Give border is equal to none. Okay. So I will come here, refresh. See now, there is no particular border. How this is not having any border, like that only this iframe also is not having any border here. Fine. So everybody following, everybody is having this output itself. Okay. So I will decrease, I will come here, I will close this. I will decrease the padding left by 10 pixels for the second div. Let me tell it as 30. Just make it little bit closer. Make it little bit closer. Okay, fine guys, everyone. Next, what I need to do. So I need to put one image here. Okay, so go inside that div. Image is here, src attribute, and what is the image? We need to put a Modi, Mr. Modi ji, inside that div section. Okay, so in order to put there, so again you need to adjust the height and width also. So give me correct height and width, guys. Let me know what is the height and width I need to give for this image in order to make it fit inside this div. In order to make it fit inside this div, what is the height and width of this image I need to give? Tell me. So do some trial and error. Make that image sit correctly inside that div. Hmm? So what will be the correct measurement or correct dimension in order to have that div? In order to have that image inside that div, what will be the correct dimension? Trying, guys. After trying, put that in the comment section. Did anybody get it? So based on which factor you will decide the height and width? Based on which factor you will decide the height and width in this case? So refresh. Okay. So okay. So that Modi ji image is having a good clarity, but I want to make it fit inside this div. So come here, come to the div. So what is the height and width? Same thing you need to adjust for the image also. Copy and paste it inside the image tag after src, and fine. Come here now, refresh. Okay, so why it is not getting fitted or what's happening? Okay, I have not closed the double quote. Simple. Refresh again. Now Modi ji came. This is the version of our this is our ISRO version, and this is the ISRO version of a scientists. Science. So for the biggest what spacecraft website which we have replicated, almost this section looks the same, right? This section looks the same, but only we are not able to create as it is this one, because for that one additional functionalities will come when we start JavaScript and Angular. Then we will be creating that. Just using HTML and CSS, it is not possible. That's why. Okay, so everybody is following. Any doubts or any confusion, or anybody got stuck anywhere? Fine, everyone, guys. Okay, so this is what we have created. Okay, so this was the original one, and this was our version of original. Fine. All right. So so again, let's have a. Okay, if you see here, there is a gap. There is a space at the right side of the fourth div, and there's a gap at the left side of the fifth div. Okay, so go to the respective divs. So in one div we have a video. So for this div, I will apply style margin left. Okay, should be minus 10 pixels. Will it solve the issue? So refresh. Yes, it's solved. Okay, so go to the upper div. Okay, so for this also we have not put any margin property. So put margin left should be minus 10. Oh, sorry, it should be margin right. Okay, so margin right, because at the right side we have a space, 10 pixels. Save. Look at here, at the right side there was a space. Okay, I will come here. If I refresh, no space. Okay, so this is what we have created in our internship session. Okay, so all the interesting web pages which we have created was Facebook we have created, and Oppo. I think Oppo or Vivo webs. Oppo, I think. Oppo we have created, and YouTube we have created, and this one, a major one. Okay, this also we have created. So this thing almost looks the same. This is our channel. This is our. So what do you think, guys? So I think we have done a pretty good job just using the HTML and CSS. We have recreated pages. Okay, so let's have a small celebration. Instead of just hitting a like, go and comment anything, or at least emoji. Okay, I should be having at least 50 comments. Okay, we have around 50 something participants in the session. At least 50 comments, anything we have to get. So, all right. So, so we have reached the target, correct? So, in the previous sessions, we decided until here we will create it. Okay. This and all we have created, and it is easy also. In this page, you can tell, you can easily create these sections, these lines, these images. Okay. everything can be easily created. Okay. Run it in the other web pages, right? Only a unique one. See, this carousel we have learned, and this also we have learned. Okay, so should we create should we create this separately, guys? We have not included the carousel in our website. Just we have put the image. But so should we create this? This image I have copy pasted. This image also I will see in my file. Okay, so I will tell as OD2, OD2, with the EE file. So what do you think, guys? So create this separately. How we have created section? How we have created this carousel separately? We will create that carousel also separately now. Okay. So very easy. Come to your Visual Studio, create a new file. Let me say it as section 11 dot html and create a new file. Okay. Then what should we do? Create a basic template. So in order to put a carousel, okay, our first step is to copy the necessary links. Necessary links from where? Necessary links from where, guys? The necessary links from a bootstrap, because carousel bootstrap itself allows us to create a carousel. So come here, bootstrap, this one. All right, next. First, we need to import the links. Okay, so these two links, copy it, paste it in the Visual Studio in the head section. Okay, so again, we need another link also. So copy this, paste it in the next, paste it as a next link. Save. Okay, done. All right, so I will do this. So what I will tell is, okay, I have created the link. Now we need to work on this section. Okay, so one thing what we will do, we will just copy paste the dimensions. Okay, so we will copy paste the dimension. So I will go back to the div where it was created originally. So this div where you have a image. So I will copy this image. Okay, so I will copy that entire thing. Or first, let's see. First, let's create the import the carousel. So session 11 is it? Oh, now what we have to do? Come here inside the bootstrap, auto playing carousels. Okay, so come down. You will be having that. Okay, so otherwise you, okay, let it be this itself. Auto playing carousel. Copy the entire code. Okay, so here at the right side you have a option. Copy the entire code and paste it in your Visual Studio. Okay, so paste it in your Visual Studio. Okay, then what happens? So one by one image you need to give. So here three images. Okay, So only we have to display two images, right? See here, one time Modi will come and another time Modi will come. White Modi and blue Modi. Okay, so we have both of the image. So see here, this div represent first image, this div represent second image, and this div represents the third image. We don't want that div. Okay, now in place of this image, so first one is Modi JPG. Okay, not, don't confuse the extension, guys. Not Modi BJP. Okay, it is JPG. Okay, I'm not promoting any political party here. It is just the extension. Modi JPG, not BJP. Okay, all right. So next one, Modi 2, again JPG itself. Modi 1 JPG, Modi 2 JPG. Okay, and we need to put the same height and width. Go to its, so where is it? For the image, what is the height and width I have given? This one. Copy the same measurements, go to your current this, paste it in the both the images, paste it in both the images and save. So how many of you are able to get exactly like this? So after writing this, see the code or see the output and tell me how many of you are able to get the carousels exactly like this. Tell me quickly in the comment section. So this auto playing carousels. This is one, first one, and this is second one. Okay, so let me host that page. So session 11. All right. See here, it is getting stretched. Both the Modis are coming. So instead of this, let me give a same height and width for the div. Copy this. So where is the div? So inner div I will give. Let's see how it will work. Save. If I refresh here, yes. Now I am able to get it. Okay. So copy paste the same thing for this outer div also. Okay, for outer div also I will copy paste the same thing, because for all the div it is situated inside the container div. Okay, see now I have an indicator here. So everybody successfully done. See here, instead of going and pasting this style everywhere, let me see, will it pasting at only one side, will it work? Save, refresh. Yes, it will work. Okay, so how much height and width, that how much height and width your carousel should be there, that much you need to mention at the top itself. Okay, at the mother div, at the container div which contain all the codes of a bootstrap. Okay, there itself you have to mention, so that it will give the output exactly how you want it. Fine. Okay, so we cannot put that in our main output, because we should have started with the bootstrap itself at the middle of the code, never, you can never add a bootstrap, because all the code which we have written, that will be jumbled up. Okay, that is the reason, right? But we have made a replicate, exact replicate we have made. Okay, all right. Next, what we will do is, so we will explore a little bit about a bootstrap. Okay, so come here. It is not only carousel, anything you can copy. Okay, so I will come here. Okay, so I will go to the docs and I will set for contents. Okay, so customized. See here, if I go to the color, so there will be options. Okay, so what kind of options? If I just type it here, colors, search for colors. Okay, see here, what I can do is, if you have a bootstrap on your site, if you have a paragraph, so lorem again, if you have one another paragraph, I will copy paste this only, copy and paste and paste. So three paragraph I have, three paragraph I have. So after our Modi ji, we have three paragraph. Okay, so now what should I do, guys, in order to put a color? In order to put a color for a paragraph, normally what I have to do is, I have to come inside the p tags, style, color, red. This is a normal way. It will be red. So instead of that, directly I can apply the color by classes. What kind of classes? Bootstrap classes. That's what. All the ready-made code has been written in a Bootstrap website. All you need to do is just copy paste the class. So what class? Come here. If you see here, guys, okay, if you see here in Bootstrap, there is a class for applying a color. If you apply this class, text primary, you will be getting blue color. If you apply this class, text success, that will be green color. If you apply text danger, again, you will be getting one kind of color. So for example, I will come here. If I, instead of putting class, okay, so I will say, where is it? I will copy paste from the website itself. Come here, text primary. Text primary, I will tell. Okay, so paste. And see here, I have not put any color explicitly. Okay, I have not put any color explicitly. Okay, so, but what I have done is just imported the class name. So come here, go to your output, see, refresh. The first paragraph is having a blue color. Why? Just I have done as, what I have done is imported the class name. That's all. Getting everyone? Anybody getting confusion? Very easy to import the things. Don't you think, guys? See what I have done? No CSS property, no lengthy code is required. All you just need to do is class is equal to text primary. So what does text primary will do? Text primary will give blue color. Again, class is equal to text success. If I tell, okay, so again what it will do? Come here, paste. Don't forget to say class. Okay, so if you copy paste the text class, refresh, see, green color it will come. Again. So another example, see here, if I give text danger, I will, if I give class is equal to text danger, save, refresh. See, blue, green, and red. Three types of different text we have got. We have not applied any CSS property. Just by importing the class, we are applying the CSS property. Why? Because our bootstrap. Okay, because our bootstrap enabled it. Getting? So any doubts how to apply bootstrap? Okay, this is about the colors. Like that only, whatever the property is, you can go there and ask for the bootstrap. Go there and ask for the bootstrap. So suppose if you need, what I can tell, background color. Background color. Okay, so go for background color. See here, if you want to put a background color gray, okay, just class name you need to mention, that is bg secondary. Okay, so suppose if I want to put a background color, one class is text danger in order to have a red color text, and another class I will copy paste, that will be BG secondary in order to have a background gray. So was very simple. Go to the output and see. Go to the output. Come here. Refresh. See. I'm getting a background color gray and red color text. So for this also, so if I come back, so what I can do is come here. So if I need any this, okay, if I need this color, just copy that class and paste it here. That's all. Okay, so see here, BG warning. What does it give? It will give a yellow color background. So for this, two classes you have given. That is, one is text success in order to give a red green text color, and BG warning. Okay, BG warning, that is in order to put a background color. Getting? Okay, so very simple like that only. If you want borders, come to the borders. Okay, so all the options you have here itself. Okay, if you want to create this, normally what you have to do, you have to select something. You have to select one div, put one border, and create a space, etc., etc. Instead of that, see here, in order to have this blue color border, you have to mention this class. See, border primary. Two classes there, two class you need to mention. Copy, and where I will put it here itself. Control V, and the blue color border will be put for the first paragraph. So simple, interesting, guys. Don't you think instead of putting all the CSS property, you can go with writing a what, just bootstrap itself? Okay, so yeah, that is about a bootstrap, and that is about how we can use a bootstrap and how we can import all the things. Okay, if you look at the left section, all the properties are available, and all the properties you can import it and make it work with your code, even with the JavaScript things, browsers and devices. Fine, guys. Okay, okay, so until here, any doubts? Did you follow until entire session? So this is our output. This is our original web page. See, suddenly if you look, it is a bit difficult to trace. Don't you agree? Which is the original one and which is the session made one? Okay, all right. So, any doubts until now? No doubts. So, if you have no doubts, means please do give your attendance. Everyone give the attendance. Give your attendance in your registered name quickly. Thank you, Sardar. Thank you very much for the compliment. Okay, so after that, everyone did follow, right? Nobody got stuck or any doubt. Okay, if so, put your attendance, guys. All right, guys. So make sure you put attendance and then leave the session. Okay. For today, I will be winding up here itself. Okay. So let's see each other in the next class. Let's have another project or another activity or another concept. Let's see what we can have, what it will be most helpful and fruitful that will be doing in the next session. Okay, so until then, please do revise the things, at least spend 10-20 minutes after the session so that you will be getting a good grip. Okay, okay, guys. So see you everyone in the next session. Thank you, everyone. Take care. Bye, guys.